It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a couple of teams who joined the league in 1950. It's the Browns and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Purdy off the play fake. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field. And that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
On first down, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Down the sideline he goes. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, Tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now Purdy. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. Still on his feet. Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 58 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They go play action here, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Browns getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on third down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Fielded at the 20. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Purdy from the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Purdy on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. They're going to look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Watson now on second down. He's got Njoku over the middle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Watson trying to get his guys moving. From the red zone now, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi's Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Cleveland offense making their way out. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. To the air yet again, Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Watson now going to run the option right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out right at the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action, now Purdy. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 44 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First down, Browns.
Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no no problem, scrambling for 22 in the first. They go play action here. Purdy able to find Willis. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to use check. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Purdy bootlegging it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll get this to his tight end, Latu. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talked a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return will stop right around the 25. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 7. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Watson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The partner under the lights in prime time. This offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.